ahead. If anybody says that they see their card, you can type that in. But I don't think, let's see, is there anybody who sees their cards? No, you're all saying no, absolutely not. Why? Why? Why do you think you don't see? I did, yes, I changed all the cards. That's right. Now, by asking you to focus on one card, I created a very specific pattern and sort of seduced many of you into just looking at one card. And so, although some of you did pick up on the fact that I changed all of them, it's very easy for the brain to get sucked into a focus piece that creates a pattern that becomes the way we look at the world, becomes a mindset. So this mindset thing is very pervasive. And as this is a great example, John Medina, who wrote the book Brain Rules, and those of you who are really interested in the brain can Google Brain Rules and get most of that book online. He says it this way: if you're leading a modern corporation, you need to know how brains work. And I believe you need to know how brains work, but very specifically, and what do I do about that? Practically, what can I do? How do I use that information? So we've been looking at that, and I actually grew up with a father who was interested in the brain over 30 years ago, and wired me up to an EEG for testing after school. Some people say that explains how I turned out. I don't know. And out of that initial research, was able to understand that we have clusters of preference, thinking self-reference, that really form a pattern for each of us as we look at the world. And so not having to wire people up was certainly one of the objectives. And what we learned from looking at the whole brain thinking model is that we have, each of us has access to that upper left blue logical, analytical, and fact-based quantitative aspect. If we are, that might be someone who is, more in the financial field or in a technical field. And somebody's asking, can you explain the card trick again? Yeah, all I did with the card